Hello out there. I'm assuming you're there, even though I can't see you. This has only happened to me once before at a festival, and that was in Edmonton, probably in the late 90s. I got up on stage, and there was nobody in the big, hot, sunny field ahead of me. Not a soul. I looked at the organizer, said, "What's happening?" He says, "Just sing." So I just sang. Pavlov pressed my buttons. At the end of the song, people came out from the forest that was surrounding that field, and they stood up and they clapped, and then they went back and sat in the shade. So I sang to an empty field. I've got my festival necklace on. Colors, 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 colors. Thank you to Greenpeace for asking me. I'm really absolutely delighted that you've asked me. Greenpeace has been my go-to, my first go-to organization for not only climate change and ecological matters, but all those roots and branches that spread out from any logical study of what's happening in the world. It feels as if Greenpeace has been around here for ages and ages, but it's really only since 1971 when they were objecting in Alaska to the United States testing atomic weapons there. Since then, Greenpeace has just moved outward, expanded into anything that affects climate or ecology. That moves right out to gender differentials, racism, fracking, palm oil, plastic packaging, meat industry, overpopulation, and it all fits in. Almost anything that humans do affects the climate. So Greenpeace, thank you very much. Thank you. And I'll talk a little bit later about it, because I've been a member for decades and decades. I pay a donation every month. I'm starting with a song called Progress Train. The word progress can mean a lot of things, negative and positive. Progress train. The human brain can't stand still, even when it gets to the top of the hill. Just can't stop and admire the view. Always got to have something new. The human being's an intelligent fool. Build you a hospital, build you a school. You wake up the very next day, the progress train took it all away. The progress train can demolish your town, selling us heaven when we're hellbound, when we're hellbound. Fed by apathy, driven by greed, always going at top speed, going so fast. You won't notice it till it's past. Doesn't give a damn about yesterday when you forget what it took away. You know the progress train rolled right over you. Juggernaut hurtling down the road. You're not in control, you're part of the load. Running the lights, won't slow down. Get in its way and it'll run you down. The progress train's on a one-way track. Take you there, won't bring you back. And when you start singing, I'm alright, Jack, I'm alright, Jack, I'm alright, Jack, you know the progress train rolled right into you. The girl in the red shoes had to dance. The progress train has to advance. Tables to turn, money to earn, bridges to burn. We never learn, got no destination, it'll go anywhere. Doesn't even know what it's got there. Got no beginning and got no end. Doesn't even care what's around the bend. Got to grow, got to change. Build up, tear down, rearrange. Got to move on, dirty or clean. It's a fusion blog. It's a washing machine. It's a love song. It sings, seducing us with things that ease our hearts and please our minds. The passengers sleep and the driver's blind. It's akin to rape. fire in his pants. He don't want to dance. No romance. He just wants you. He just wants you, and he wants you now. They want us. They want us, and they want us now, now, now. That's the progress train, and it's right over you. The human race has a fatal knack of going full speed down a cul-de-sac. After running so fast, working hard, there's a hell of a mess in the backyard. The progress train sings sweet and low, and every time you hear it, you know something may be wrong. Still, you tap your feet, the words don't matter, 'cause the tune's so sweet. That's the progress train, and it's singing to you. Progress train. Folk singers have been singing for ages. Actually, a lot of singers have been singing for ages about the state of the world and what we're doing. And there's a tremendous number of songs that are apocalyptic and ones that describe where the planet is at in dealing with us. And this is a song that I made up probably about 30 years ago, something like that. It's called the Wasteland Lullaby. Curl yourself up in your bed. They've turned on the nighttime below. I'll tell you a wonderful tale, the story of long ago. The moon was the lamp of the night, the sun was the light of the day. Farmers went out on the land, children went out to play. There was green and the purple and gold, the snow and the wind and the rain, autumn and winter and spring that never will come again. The oceans and rivers were clear, forests were heavy with green. There's a flower they called a red rose that no one has ever seen. Creatures crept out in the dark, in meadow and mountain and fen. My grandmother once heard a lark, it will never be heard again. The earth was a present to men who used it and threw it away. But tomorrow the day may